All right, let's go here.
The stem of the
Can we get started with the NFL?
Let's get started.
And another lousy Thursday night football game.
Thrilling, Rob.
My God, can you stop already? This is 2 weeks in a row. Kelvin, no touchdowns in the Thursday night football game. The Rams won a couple weeks ago 12-6 over the 49ers. Last night, a snoozer. I thought NFL football was exciting. 6-3? Who pitched in that game? 6-3? And then you got, the whole package is bad. Al Michaels, an all-time great NFL announcer. God awful. Just awful. The whole thing. What we don't need it. Can we get rid of Thursday night football? Who wanted Thursday night football? I remember when it was on Fox and the other networks. Guess who dropped it? They did. They were like, you know what? We don't want it. They gave it up because it went to Thursday night football before they got Amazon to buy in on it. Guess who had it? The NFL Network, because the networks didn't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fact. Who wanted this? We can't have football. Monday night is great. Sunday night football, we got it. Sunday, all day Sunday. Do we really need Thursday night football, especially players complaining about it? NFL's talking about player safety, but they got teams playing 3 games in 11 days, right? Or 10 days. Come on, man. This is all bad. I'm serious. Last night was terrible.
So we've been all complaining about this it isn't like this is even now, Rob. This ain't new news. We've been arguing about this and debating in this and wanting this to go away for years. Because first, to your point, when we were getting it on NFL Network, we were getting terrible matchups. So I swear it felt like Jag night footballs. Because I felt like it was the Jags or the Colts every freaking week, or the Dolphins when they were bad every week. You got these terrible teams nobody was looking for, nobody was checking for. And every blue moon, you'll get a good matchup. But the fact is, we've heard the players say, look, we get done late Sunday. By the time we travel back home, it's Monday. We're not ready to turn around and gear it up for Thursday, especially later in the season. We're nicked up. We're banged up. We need as much rest as possible. Now you got 3 games in 11 days. You remember it used to be 1 or 2 games. You got 2 games on Thanksgiving. Now you get 3 games on Thanksgiving. Right. We've got Friday night games. We got Saturday night games.
They've always had the Saturday games after the college football season, so I get that.
What I'm saying is I'm going to the point that we get so many days is what I'm saying. So then you get multiple Monday night now, right? We're not even getting just one Monday. We get multiple Monday night games. I think the NFL, while they are a behemoth, and why they are the biggest thing smoking when it comes to sports in America, what they also kind of forget was we did like a little bit of the scarcity, right? We did like that we only had at the time 16 weeks, now 17, which it'll be, a year or 2 before we get to 18 weeks? And that's ultimately what I think the goal is. We're going to get to 18 weeks with 2 buys. That's going to happen soon. That's what the owners want. They've made away with some of the preseason games. They're going to get their 18th game in the regular season with 2 buys. That's going to happen. But I just feel like it's scarcity. We get the London games that are weird too. And I know they're trying to grow the game. We talked about yesterday how the NBA side of football, as in soccer, is the biggest global sport. And the NFL is trying to compete, right? I get that. They're trying to grow the game. All businesses try to grow.
They did it. Don't you remember the World League that folded? And what was the other league? They had leagues.
Euro Football League had one.
The NFL had leagues.
I hear you, but you.
They act like they never went down that road. There was a team in Germany.
You know what rich people love? Getting richer. And they're going to keep trying, and they're going to keep trying to find a way and find a day and find a country until
they can keep doing it, but
and we're going to have a team in Europe in about a decade.
I just
they're going to take, who do you think is going to go? Is it going to be the Jags gone? The Jags are
because they made a mistake. They thought the Jaguars were going to be Green Bay. They thought that they could do the same exact thing.
Blow up.
Right, and then it would be, but it didn't work.
In a state that is college football crazy.
It didn't work.
Yeah, they'd rather have their Florida State.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is one of those
a rarity, anomaly.
Yeah, anomaly. Yeah. That was going to say, like it really is that they could have team
super
there.
Small and have a massive team that has worked, that has won consistently for 60, 70 years.
Right, and they used to play in Milwaukee. A lot of people don't know that. Used to play like 4 games in Milwaukee back in the day.
And that's how you grow the fan base, especially. But, so, yeah, the NFL now, like I said, we got games in Europe. The scarcity is what makes the NFL great, right? We complain about the 82 game of the season, NBA season. We complain about 162 for baseball, and hockey 82. That's what makes every game matters in the NFL. And Thursday night, it's just it hasn't been historically a great watch. And I don't think this is a crazy thought.
Right, this isn't just right. Yep.
This has been since its inception, outside of the Thanksgiving games, we're all go, Thursday night games suck. Universally, everyone says
But think
that.
about when Fox gave it up, and it was on the NFL Network for a while until they could find somebody to give them money for it.
That's telling.
They didn't
there.
want it on the NFL Network because they don't get any money for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's their own entity.
Yep, that's telling right there. That's telling in and of itself. But yeah, I mean these baseball score games, these soccer score games, 6-3, 9-6. Nobody's trying to see that, man. They gotta. It's okay to do away with those. You don't have to continue down the path just because you started something. It's okay to say, nah, we'll move on. We'll figure out something else.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Did last night prove that the NFL needs to dump Thursday night football altogether? For real. I mean, did you watch that? I mean, really.
And Rob and I are talking about Thursday night football. Is it time to move on? Maybe you enjoy the games. Maybe you're not like us. But we're tired of them. They end up being baseball score games. What say you? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right. TJ in Kansas City. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, TJ? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you and your family. NFL's not getting rid of Thursday nights. I don't think they should. I'll actually do one better. What do you think is more likely to happen? They get rid of Thursday night football, or before you know it, you have regularly scheduled games every night of the week through the season, Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, if they could do it, they would do it. I don't think it's possible, but I hear you, and I'm not crazy, TJ. I understand how it works, and they're not going to do it. But the games are awful. This is not a one-off because of a last night's game. There have been a lot of bad Thursday night football. I mean,
It used to be the joke of the industry. We'd all joke on Thursday night. Oh, this team's so bad, they should be playing on Thursday nights.
Like, exactly.
It was
Thanks, TJ.
Who's next?
Darren in the DMV. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Darren?
Hey, happy holidays, fellas.
You too.
Same to you.
My opinion is they need to trash it. If anything, they want to have an extra night. How about doing a Saturday night prime time? That way the players get a full week of recovery and they can put the best product out there. When you get these short weeks, first of all, you got 2 teams that ain't really playing worth nothing anyway, and you're putting them on a short week. So now all the possibility of all the good players may miss because of the short week and don't have full chance to recovery. Plus, they keep talking about injury and safety protocols for the players. Why you get them playing 3 games in 11 days? And they need to get off for Christmas. Only time they should be playing on Christmas if Christmas falls on the weekend. Let the NBA have Christmas. I mean, it's like we had 2, even though I like the Steelers, we had 2 trash games on Christmas Day.
Yep, we sure did.
Like, they should partnership with the other sports leagues and, leave certain days alone. Like, the NBA should have Christmas.
Baseball get 4th of July. Right. Yeah. It's just we all enjoy it that way, man.
If football gets Thanksgiving, I mean, it's like in this society, certain things you look forward to. I hate to be the old man on the front yard, but certain things you look forward to, like Black Friday sales and stuff like that. You know, it's like nowadays they want to oversaturate.
Well, they've muddied the water. They've muddied the water on everything. Do you remember at one point, and you might remember this too, Kelvin, when they started opening the stores on the holidays? You remember that? When they were opening the stores on Thanksgiving night.
Oh, yeah.
And then people really revolted and pushed back and said, can we have one family day? My God.
You need to the store Thursday night at 10.
Right. After you have dinner, come on down to the store and shop.
Right.
It's like, can we have one family day where the stores aren't open?
We know y'all trying to get in the black before the end of the year and then get your money right. But dang, can we enjoy the turkey?
Right.
Can I have a nap?
Right, exactly.
Without the pressure of having to go shop? Who we got?
Let's go to Pete in Chicago. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Pete?
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That was awful last night. That was garbage that they put out there. These guys are on short rest. They're not prepared. And I believe with the NFL schedule is that their day off is Tuesday.
Right.
So if they play Sunday, they practice Monday, they're off Tuesday, they're traveling Wednesday, and expected to play Thursday. And when you're out playing in those elements, like obviously it's going to be a little bit slower of a game. That was awful.
No.
That was not anything like, and it's not fair to the fans that are having to pay for all these different subscriptions that the NFL is making us buy in order to watch. And the people that are paying the tickets to go to the game, they should get rid of the Thursday night. It's not safe for the players, and it's not a product that belongs on TV.
Right. And, you're making people have to buy 8 different things to watch NFL
Yeah, I'm getting
football.
tired of that.
Come on,
you gotta
man.
Remember, okay, wait.
Come on.
Tonight is Hulu.
Right.
Okay, wait. No, tomorrow's Netflix. Okay, wait. And then it's Amazon Prime. Okay, great. Yeah, they got a lot of faith in all of us, doing all of this, man, and remembering.
Right, and there was a reason that
passwords
people
and all
were
that.
cutting the cable, but now you guys asking me instead of paying one person $200, you want me to pay 9 people $200.
Yeah, that's the funniest part about all the cord cutters.
Right.
They did a breakdown on that, and people thought they were saving because they were going to get their one. I'm going to get my
Right.
Netflix or that. Well, you got to get Peacock, you got to get Netflix, and this ain't. But there's people who want to watch other shows and Hulu's and Disney Plus.
It's bad.
And you look up and you're spending $250, and you're like, cable was, $200 as well. What was the
Right.
difference? So they go. Let me tell you something. What we gonna do? They're gonna get their money regardless, one way or the other. Whether you cut cable, they're gonna get it through streaming. NFL, they're gonna find their way to get us Thursday night us to death. Money ain't going back in the tube. The toothpaste is out the tube. That's for sure.
Rob G, what
All
you
right.
got?
Yeah, just to put a bow on this whole streaming conversation.
Right.
The NFL was hyping up the numbers of the Netflix game on Christmas. 65 million viewers, which is a lot for the 2 games. However, when you compare that to last year, which was on CBS and Fox,
20%
down 20%.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying, because a lot of people don't have Netflix,
Right.
And they're not going to pay for it for one-off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And that's why the NBA did so well. The game's on ABC. I'm with the family. I just turn on ABC.
Yep. Joined now by Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson.
ED.
Eric Dickerson on Twitter. Give him a follow. What's up, man? Happy holidays.
How are you?
What's up, brothers? How you doing?
Doing great.
good.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, real quick, ED, we're just talking about the terrible Thursday night football. I know they won't get rid of it, but my God, it just seems like 2 weeks ago the Rams and the 49ers didn't score a touchdown. Last night, 6-3, no touchdowns. It just seems like there's a lot of bad games on Thursday night.
Well, man, it's almost too much football. I mean, I just don't feel like they give the guys enough time to rest. Sometimes it works out, but those games. I don't like the Thursday night games. I mean, just like those Christmas Day games. I don't think it's fair for the guys to have to play on Christmas Day. But that's football. If it was left up to the owners, they'd play every day if they could. They don't.
And you know what?
They care.
They would play 40 games, ED, if they could get the 40-game schedule.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have double headers, like if the same team play twice if they could. If they could do that, in one day, they could do that kind of stuff. But no, I've never been a big fan of the Thursday night games. I mean, I always like the Monday night, Sunday, and Monday night, and that's it. And even maybe a Sunday night game. That's enough football.
Yep, I'm with you.
Yeah, and the Sunday nights have become the marquee even more than Monday night the last 10,
Monday
15
night,
years.
right? Exactly.
But in the day, it was Monday night when you played. Remember that Monday.
That was it. I mean, there wasn't no Sunday night games. Late in my career, they had Sunday night games. But when I first started playing pro football, I mean, when you played on any team, man, you was like, man, you looked at the schedule. Do we have a Monday night game?
Yep.
That's the only game. That's the only game on that night.
And that's Howard Cosell and the whole crew. I mean, that was the day, man. I'm serious.
Oh man, I'll never forget when I met Howard Cosell. We played the Atlanta Falcons in my rookie year. And I always wanted him to do one of my games, and I happened to step on the elevator, and there he was.
Wow.
And the elevator opened and said, Eric Dickerson, Southern Methodist University. I said, how's it going, Eric? I said, great, Howard. Let me ask you a question. How in the hell did you and Craig James split time up there? He should thank his lucky stars. I said, it worked out, Howard.
Wow.
Man, I was telling him, I'm so excited for you to do my game. I was really excited. I mean, like I said, that was my rookie year.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
He's a legend. He was a legend, Howard Cosell.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Without a doubt. Edie, we got to jump into Saquon Barkley, 268 yards away from possibly breaking your rushing record. You know what I loved? I loved your response when you were asked about that. LA Times asked, and you said, no, I don't want him to break my record. I love you said you're not rooting for him to break that record. Break down your thoughts on Saquon Barkley and the possibility of doing so.
Well, I mean, for sure he has a chance because I think he only needs 130-some yards a game. When I broke the record, I won't forget we played the Oilers, and I needed 215 that day. And, defenses were different. I mean, they took it personal, because I remember, me and David Bossy got into a fight in that game. He's like, you ain't breaking no record on us. And I was like, I said, bitch, I'm going to break this record on y'all's ass today. So, I mean, we were going back and forth. Teams took pride in that kind of stuff, not giving guys records. I mean, it's different now. But it's a record I'm proud of. I mean, I have a lot of other records, but I think that's the one I think that people talk about the most. It's lasted 40 years. But I've always said this, my two things. When I set that record, someone asked me about breaking it. I said, well, if I don't break it again, the person I'd like to break my record, that's if I had a son, I'd like to see him break it. I have a son now, he's 12, and he don't play tackle football, he plays flag. He loves it. And so if anybody ever broke that record, I'd like to see my son break it. But if Saquon breaks the record, look, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. That's football. They say, well, you got 18 weeks. I say, hey, that's still football. OJ did it in 14 games. I always say that. That was my favorite player. I played the position running back because of him. If he did it in 14 games, I did it in 15 games with an extra game to play. So still, it's hard to get to 2,000 yards. I mean, it's a grueling season. It's a lot of hits. But, I mean, he has a chance at it for sure. But do I want him to break it? Hell no, I don't.
Right. No, I'm not mad at you because I get that. It's something great, and you can hold on to it, and you would rather it not happen. But records are made to be broken. They always are broken at some point. But I think you do still have to take pride that you held it for a long time, and there's no guarantee he's going to get it. Now that Jalen Hurts is out, they might just put an extra guy or two in the box and say, we're going to make
he ain't breaking that on us.
Yeah, he ain't going to break. Kenny Pickett's going to have to beat us with throwing the football because you're not running it, especially without Jalen Hurts. So there's a chance that he might not do it.
It is. I mean, look, let me tell you something. In them 8 in the box, I saw it in my whole career. Because, see, I never had a Jalen Hurts. I never had a Joe Montana.
Right.
That was the difference. I mean, I wish I would have had a Lamar Jackson, a guy like that. But I never had that. I never had that luxury. But I'm not using that as an excuse. But, you're right. Because now, if with Jalen being out, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm that team. Even though we ain't got nothing to play for,
right?
It becomes a pride thing. I mean, but like I say, I don't know how these guys are. These guys are so different these days in football. They don't have the pride that we had to play football. I mean, I know we played for because we loved the sport, we wanted to get paid, but we had pride about it. And so, if like the Cowboys and also the Giants, you talking about put the jackass suit on. That's the hee-haw suit if I ever saw the hee-haw suit. I mean, why would you trade your best player to me? I thought he was the best player on that team, even though I always said that he's on a bad team. You'll never see how great he could be because he's on a bad football team. Why would you trade him within your conference? I mean, that's just dumb.
Right. They let him go,
let him go
and they picked Daniel Jones of all people. I know.
Daniel Jones. I said the same. I'm like, how they picking Daniel? They might well pick Daniel Boone. If that's the case.
Hey, Ed, one of the things Rob and I disagree on a lot, but one of the things we agree on is it's been really fun to see the resurgence of the running back. And back in the day, man, it was you. It was Earl Campbell.
They were trying to make the running back extinct.
Yeah, and now we get Saquon, Derrick Henry, and Christian McCaffrey obviously are out, but we're seeing the running back come back. How great is that just to watch as somebody who is one of the all-time greats?
Man, it's so good to see it because I've always said, look, you got to be able to run the football. I tell people that, you can have a quarter. I said that's fine, but I said defense. If you're gonna throw the football all the time, they're gonna shut that down. I asked 3 Hall of Fame guys. It was me, it was Lawrence Taylor, Ricky Jackson, and Bruce Smith. We had a dinner, and we were talking about running backs. I said, let me ask you guys a question. I said, how would you like it if they didn't throw have any runs, just all passes? All of them said at the same time, like, no runs? I said, no runs. Oh, man, we'd love that. He said, we didn't give him 10 runs. He said, we'd kill him.
Right.
And exactly. You've got to be able to run the football. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs last year, when they went on their run for the Super Bowl, when they got hot at the end of the season, what were they doing? They were running the football.
Running the ball. Yes,
run
indeed.
the football. You got to run the football. Yep. Mm-hmm.
No
yep.
doubt.
So I'm glad to see it. Yep.
All right. Well,
ED, man, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking some time with us. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and yours, and we'll do it again soon.
always appreciate you.
Bro.
You know that.
Okay, brother. Y'all take care. Take care.
Okay.
Great Eric Dickerson there.